Hey guys, we are Jonathon and Nikki Crump from River Point Church in Murfreesboro, Kentucky. We have been attending River Point since late 2014, early 2015. We are here just to share bits of our marriage journey and relationship.
So we've been married since 2011. I have a child with a previous marriage. He was about 3 when we got married. And then we have our son together, which is Alex. He is now 8. So since we've been married, we have had our ups and downs, of course, same as everyone else. Ours may just have been a little more severe than others. We've both made mistakes, and we wanted to get on here and talk to you about how River Point had really helped us overcome a failing marriage and a divorce. Actually, we were in a divorce. So with that being said, we'll start by just saying that we both made mistakes in the past, and those mistakes had placed demons in my head mainly. I think Nikki was more forgiving at first than I was. I was more holding a grudge and letting the demons speak to me more than God and the people of the church who were trying to help. Tony and Rochelle were really trying to help us. And during that time, I would hear the demons or the devil, I guess you would say, over what Tony and Rochelle were telling me to practice and preach and to try to live by and forgive Nikki for what we've both done in the past. And one of the verses that I stuck to the most was Philippians chapter 4, verse 8. And you have to read it over and over to see how blessed you are. But you have to read it and digest it in order to overcome your obstacles and become a better person or fix the problems that you're having in whatever situation it is. And ours was a divorce, and our marriage was failing at the time in 2016. It all kind of started in 2015. We separated for a little while, got back together. And then in 2016, we'd actually filed for a divorce, and it lasted for a little over a year. We never actually finalized the divorce. It sat on the shelf. I'm assured that that's God's plan, of course, because now we're together. And the divorce was never finalized. But we were separated for a year until I guess I finally realized that it was in God's plans for us to be together. Especially with the chain of events that has happened around that point in time when we were trying to divorce, I guess you would say. And plus, we were both still attending church. Nikki was still going to River Point, and I had left River Point and went to my old church for a little while. And I guess over time, 6 months, 8 months, I really realized that I needed to be in River Point. River Point was home for me, and that was what was helping us through our divorce and or getting our marriage back together. But with all of that, does Nikki have anything to say?
He stuck more to the Philippians verse than I did. My sister bought us a War Room movie, and then my sister-in-law had bought me a journal, and I stuck more to writing my prayers in the book and just picking random things in the Bible to read. But I stuck more to that sort of stuff. I would have my friends would be like, let's go out to eat on a Friday night, and I would prefer to eat a sandwich and lay on my bed and read my Bible and write in my journal. But Jonathon stuck more to the Bible verse that Tony had actually recommended us to read and digest.
Exactly. I guess with that being said, again, we come back to River Point. And I truly feel like, we were also doing counseling with Tony and Rochelle there at River Point through 2016, when we were in that spot where I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue the marriage or not, and I filed for divorce. We were trying to counsel through Tony and Rochelle, and through all of this, I never lost contact. Even when I was trying to separate myself from Nikki, I guess I did kind of separate myself from the church and stuff as well, but I still kept in contact with Tony, and Tony was pretty persistent on calling or texting once in a while and saying, hey, we miss you. And I think that, along with other things, kind of pushed me to realize that, hey, I'm making a bad choice. And you don't go into marriage with divorce as an option. To be honest with you, that you should never do that. And I guess I had done that. I really did. I thought, hey, the first big problem that comes up, we'll just divorce and I'll move on. And you should never do that. That's not what God wants. It's not a Christian based life. A marriage is a bond that is everlasting. When you get married, you should know that you're going to die with that person, and that's just the way it is. You can work through anything with communication and God. That's my biggest lesson learned over time. And in this marriage, we've been together for going on 10 years, or we've been together for over 10 years, but married for going on 10 years. And that's the biggest lesson I think I've learned over time is literally you can get through anything as long as you have basic communication and you can understand well and you have God in your life. You can get through anything. Agreed? Okay. So with that being said, that will be all the time we'll take from you. We just want to share a little piece of what River Point has done for us and what River Point's about. It's literally love God, love people, and live it out, and we try to do that. We definitely try the best we can to give to other people and to love other people like God wants us to. So with that, thank you guys.
Thank you. We miss you.